or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm going to show you how to do the infant and toddler pool, but this time I'm going to do it more console friendly. I had a lot of people that play on console that were having trouble with the raise to height tool, so I found another way to do it where you can get it nice and flat and everything like that. I'd always start off with bb.moveObjects turned on. I don't know if this would actually affect it, but it's just always good to have it on. If you don't know how to get it on, press Ctrl Shift and C and this little cheat bar will come up here and you just type in bb.moveObjects space on and press enter. And if you're on a console, I believe you press all 4 shoulder buttons, and again you just type exactly the same thing in. So we're starting out on just a plain floor, so make sure you've got no flooring or anything down because this can affect it. It means your terrain tool won't work if there is flooring down. This is something I didn't mention in the previous video, I totally forgot. So I'm going to create the pool tool. You can create this pool shape any shape you want. I just think the one that sort of looks best is the one where you have a little gap for your toddlers to go down. You can do it so it's only one little gap here, or something like this. Just do it however you want to. And don't forget, you can always reposition things by clicking on the pool and pulling things and changing stuff like that. I'm just gonna leave it this shape for now. I'm going to show you how to do the flatten to height tool and then the other version as well, just so if anybody's here that wants to use the flatten to height tool, you can go ahead and use that. If you go into the terrain tools, we go across here, there is the flatten to height tool, and this is just found under terrain manipulation. You can see here, this is what the flatten to height tool looks like, and you can see there even says increase is Control plus square bracket key on the right side and decrease is Control plus the left bracket key. And I've got a circle at the minute. I'm going to go ahead and go over here and change it to a square, and then I'm just making it to about the size of this. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit over, that is totally fine. So to use the flatten to height tool, like I said, you press Control and then use the square bracket key. I don't actually know if this works on console, that's why I'm going to show you the other version, but you can use the height slider, which is this also. It's just easier to use it in steps because you can only go 2 down with this any lower, and the terrain tool is too deep for your Sims to be able to walk down. So I'm going to press Control and the left bracket key twice, and you can see that has like dropped down into the floor. Now what I'm going to do is click down and just make sure this full area here is flat. You can see I've still got a bit of a thing here, so I'm going to slowly work up so it is like that. So now you've got this little slope here, and it's always good to test to see if this actually works. The main thing is trying to get your toddler down here because your toddler has to be able to walk down here. I think it's harder for them. So let me just fast forward. Yep, look, your toddler can get down here just fine. So I'm going to show you the other way really quickly. So if I just do this, my Sim's going to the floor. So the other way is to actually use the lower terrain tool. So if we click on this, and what you want to do is all these sliders here, I'm turn the softness up so it's nice and hard and not soft, and then this to adjust speed, turn it right down. Then before I do anything else, I need a coffee table. Why a coffee table? Because coffee tables are too high, and this is a base game coffee table. This can be fully done base game as long as you are fully updated, so you have the water tool. The water tool has been around for quite a while now. It came out when cottage living came about, so you should have it by now. Now we have this here. What we want to do is just lower this terrain until the table meets the top of the thing. You can see it's a little bit too high here, and you can see I'm not doing it where the slope is. I'm keeping it in this concentrated area, and it will create that slope for me. So there we go. We've got exactly the same thing again. It's all nice and flat, and we can go ahead and delete the table. Now the water tool. The water tool is in the terrain manipulation section. If you don't have the water tool, you'll need to update your game because it should be in base game. It was a base game update like over a year ago, I feel like. So just go ahead and click on the water tool, and then we're going to go on the raise water, and all you do is click a couple times. Might take once, might take twice, and we have water in there. You can see this is grass. It might look weird having grass under here, so you can go ahead and paint this area. I like using the quarry grey from the Eco Lifestyle because it's almost white if you look at that, but a sand would work as well. It just depends on what paving you put around it. And here's another tip: if you use the terrain tool and bits around this side of the pool started to go down as well, don't worry about that. I know mine hasn't, but I'm just gonna quickly change it. Like if it did this and you then had this bit lowered, all you have to do to fix that is put flooring around this. So if I went ahead and just pick a let's pick just a random stone, and we're just going to do some flooring around this. You'll see it will flatten everything back out. And you can't put flooring in here because if you look, it'll only let you put it on this center section here. It won't let you do the edges, and if you did it here, it's just gonna do this weird thing. So it's just best to not put any flooring in there and just use the terrain paints, which I just found in the terrain tools, and just paint it to something that sort of blends in with the flooring that you use around the edge. And now, always go ahead and test. I know in my previous one it didn't work straight away, so I do like to test. Toddlers don't go very far in here. I don't know if this is because it's too deep, but if you just click play in water, she can go ahead and go down here, and she'll just play in this front section. Like I said, I don't know if it's too deep for her. I might actually give it a test and only go one down and see if she can go in the water. The other question is, people were saying they couldn't get their infants in, and I need somebody else to let me know if this doesn't work, because it works fine for me, but I do have growing together, so I don't know if it's because I've got growing together. But you have your adult sim selected, and then you click in the water, and then you should get an option for dip toes in water with Lexi. Like I said, I don't know if this is built into the base game now, or if that is only with growing together. If somebody only has base game, please let me know if you can do this, because I'd really like to know, and then you can let other people know. Oh, there we go. And look, she just pops out little baby in the water, and she can play in the water with her, which is super cool. So yeah, the infants can technically go further in. Like I said, toddlers get sort of stuck at this front edge. So there is a kiddie pool in Seasons, I believe, and there might be in another pack, I'm not sure. This can't go in here and be functional. I have done some tests, but if you wanted your toddler to go further into a pool, then you could just have this somewhere around the sides. But infants, I don't think can go in here. Also, what you could do, and a few people suggested, is you could put a fence around this. You could get like a shorter fence and just place it around it, so it's technically a little bit more safe for your toddlers. And also, because many people ask this question, I just want to show you that dogs can swim in the water. They sometimes just jump in on their own, but you can click on here with your adult sim and press swim with, and you can click your dogs. Go ahead and just fast forward that, and your dogs will swim in the water with you, which is pretty cool. We have our little toasty dog here and our little husky here. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!